Burn one. Yo, slow budget. Once again. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Big Burn Show. Today's Friday, February 3rd, 2023. And TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Crazy, crazy. Weekend's already here. It just seems like last Friday I was already driving to Prescott, so that went quick. A couple things. I'm glad everyone's out there listening to the show. A lot of people are telling me they like it. I love the feedback. I get texts all the time, or people tell me that just like last night, my friend Evil tells me that her and her son listen, and that back home in California, and that I cracked them up. So that's good. I mean, I just talk, and hopefully what I say is funny or interesting at least. Doesn't have to be funny as long as I'm interesting. Continuing what I've been talking about rappers this week. Just so happened yesterday, I came across this thing that says Billboard Vibe ranked Rakim as the 13th greatest rapper of all time. Now that's just crazy to me. That's just crazy. He's got to be in anybody's list, especially like Billboard. When you're talking about greatest ever, how is he not top three, top five? They got Drake number one, and to me, I just wanted to read the comments because the comments are going in like crazy on them. People are like, throw the list is trash, throw it away. Someone put, of course, they would play Rakim 13. They love these knick-knack, patty-whack, can't rap cats. More people go on to say, so there's 12 better rappers than the God MC. Jesus better be number one. This list is a sham. Other people are just disagreeing. There's no way there are 12 better MCs than Rakim in his prime. Top three, easy of the lyrical era. 13, stop it. Lyrical delivery is top tier. That alone puts him top five. And don't forget about the style. Let me stop. This list is bogus. They tripping. So it just goes on and on talking smack about. That's just something I wanted to bring up since I was talking about rappers. Okay, so yesterday, I put on a Snapchat that asked me any questions, and I got a bunch of questions that I'm going to answer. First one, my buddy JT, he always asks me. He's the one that always asks the entrepreneurial questions. So today the question is: do you believe 2023 is going to have a recession? I know we are practically in already a recession, but do you think 2023 will be worse? And if so, what tips do you have for business owners or newly started business during a recession? Well, honestly, we're going to start going into voting years. So the Democrats, trust me, this is their plan. You guys are going to suffer. You guys already suffered for what? We suffered for 2 years. Look at gas prices, everything. We've suffered for 2 years. So now they're going to try to make you feel like comfortable. They want your votes, guys. So you're going to see gas prices start slowing down. You're just going to see the stocks will probably slowly move up a little. Everything's going to start looking good. So you could be like, oh, Democrats are fixing this. And they basically want your votes. They buy votes. They do whatever they can to get votes. That's why the old adage, give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. The Democrat Party forever has always just given poor people fishes. Here's food stamps. Here's free cheese. Here's free lunch programs. So, and with that is, they're like, oh man, the Democrats care about us. Let's vote for them. Where the Republican Party, they're going to teach you how to fish. They don't want you to live in poverty. They want to give programs that teach you to own your own business, better education. So you're going to see in this next coming year or two, you're going to see everything slowly getting better. And then if a Democrat candidate wins, then it's going to go back to crap again for 2 more years. Then it just repeats the cycle. So yeah, I know everyone, if you have a 401k, I know you took a hit. I know stocks are down, crypto's down. It wasn't like that when Trump was, everything was thriving under Trump. Everything was up. As soon as Biden took over, bam, we just, shit hit the fan. So that's my feelings on that. You're going to see it's going to slowly get better, but then get worse again, depending on which political party wins the next election. All right, so let's see. Now let's start on these other questions. Should Steelers move on from Pickett or give him a year or two? I mean, how are we going to move on with it? This guy showed at the end of the year that Kenny Pickett, the Steelers' rookie quarterback, is something special. There's something special there. Yeah, we started off slow, but then once he got rhythm going, I mean, we're pretty much in the playoffs until the last, week of the season. So Pickett, he's going to be good. And our front office is smart. That's why for 18, 19 years, we don't have a losing season. Because unlike Cowboys or Raiders, they will ride or die with a bad quarterback, and That's the answer. Finally, they finally decided, car's not the answer. Look how long it took. Look how long they rode with Romo thinking he was the answer, and he wasn't. If they would have got rid of Romo a long time ago, put a newer, fresher quarterback in, they would have probably already won a Super Bowl. But let's see, is Dak the answer? I have a lot of Cowboy fans on my page, and there's mixed feelings. Some people like Dak, some don't. But they're gonna ride or die with him. He's gonna probably he might go another 8, 10 years going to the playoffs, losing, but they'll stick with them. Watch. So that's my question on that. Honestly, some of these questions you can tell people really don't know me, which is good if you're asking me questions to get to know me. Because one of the questions is, do I want kids eventually? Well, a little too late for that. I have 5 kids ranging from 10 to 31. So, yeah. And then some of these questions crack me up. How did I go bald? I'm just going to go with hereditary. My dad was bald, so I slowly get involved. And this is why I like this type of stuff, because one question might lead to another story. And here's a funny one. Like, I knew I was going bald, obviously. I used to wear a hat every day of my life. People will tell you, I always wore a hat backwards, tipped it to the side, all through teens, high school, my 20s. I think I stopped wearing hats in my 30s. And I didn't even realize I had a bald spot. No one told me. How come no one told me I had a bald spot? So one day I was in Little Caesars Pizza right here in Catalina, and they had a camera. And then the way the camera was, they had a TV screen and a camera at the back of my head. So in this TV screen, I saw my bald spot. I took my camera and my phone out, started taking pictures back of my head. When I looked, I was like, what the hell? How did I never know I had a bald spot? So, yeah, I don't know. For the longest, I've just been shaving my head. It's just a lot easier than getting a haircut. But, yeah, so how did I go bald? Hereditary. And I told Rocky, too, hey, don't laugh, because when I told him this question, because you'll probably end up going bald, too, just like I am and just like your grandfather. So that's answered that question. Here's another one. Where are my parents from? Well, my mom's from East LA and my dad's from South Central LA. I born and raised. I grew up in South Central LA. My mom, dedicated Rough Rider, Roosevelt High School. If you don't know, Roosevelt has 2 big high schools. You're either Roosevelt or Garfield at the time. And she was a Rough Rider. Those schools are so big, and that rivalry is so big, that every year they have the East LA Classic football game. And they used to have it at East LA College. It got so big, they now have it at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where 30, 40, 50,000 people show up. It was so big this year, the Black Eyed Peas performed at halftime. Think about that. They've already performed at the Super Bowl. Now they're performing at the East LA Classic with 40, 50,000 people in attendance. So, yeah, that's a big thing. But my mom was a proud Rough Rider. My dad, born in South Central, raised in South Central, so he went to Fremont. He was a pathfinder. So that's where my parents were from. Muay Thai or kickboxing? Honestly, I would say for self-defense and anything, I would go with kickboxing. Reason being, when you're fighting, you want to keep that person off you. Kickboxing is nothing but Muay Thai. Is up close in the clutch. So you're kneeing, and you got to get up close to use Muay Thai. And the way it works is, if you're in a fight and a guy's that close, you're in trouble already. Because if the guy's a wrestler, he throw you down to ground and pound. So I would go with kickboxing just to keep the person off you. So that's my question of that. Interesting question. Here's another one that cracked me up. Feature with Bankroll Tommy. For those that don't know, give a quick shout out to Bankroll Tommy. He's one of my football players. I've been coaching him since he was a little kid. I mean, we're talking about little league, soccer, all sports, football. Now I coach him in high school football. I coach him in junior high wrestling, junior high football. So yeah, this kid I've coached forever. He raps. So someone wants to know, I guess, if I'd ever do a feature with him. I don't see why not. If the beat's good, the topic's good, I'm down. I mean, just as long as the beat's good and whatever the topic we're rapping about is good, I'll be down to do a feature with him. So quick shout out to him. My opinion on this year's high school football team. Well, I'm a coach, so of course the outlook is always good. As long as these guys are putting in the work during the off season, lifting those weights, getting ready, listening, we should have another good season. Our coach puts in a good game plan, and as long as the kids execute it, we're gonna have a good season. We'll probably, if we stay in the same division, we'll probably end up top 1 or 2. Obviously, we're fighting for 1. St. David is our nemesis. They beat us, 3 years in a row? So hopefully this is the year we get them. We beat them. We should have a top 4 seed in a first round bye into the playoffs. That's our goal, obviously, every year. And we make the playoffs the last 3 years. So I'm looking forward to another good season. Someone put, "You better see me when I come back home." This one was kind of confusing because I don't know if they meant "you better see me when I come back home," meaning they're coming back to Salmon Wow, which I don't know who it is because these are anonymous. So yes, I'll see you. Hit me up. Or "you better see me when I go back home to California," which is the same thing. Hit me up. Obviously, we're friends. So yeah, hit me up. That's all I can say on that one. Someone put, "Should I be honest with you on here?" Absolutely. The send me thing I put on Snapchat is anonymous. Tell me anything. I don't care if it's bad. You know what I mean? It's the worst. You finally want to tell me off. I got thick skin. I could dish it. I could take it. So yeah, be honest with me. That's all I can say. Here's a good one. I'm gonna say two of them are the same thing, so I'll say it to the end. But here's another one. What's my greatest flaw? This one I thought about. My greatest flaw actually came into play yesterday. My greatest flaw to me is I'm a constant procrastinator, hands down. This my procrastination has cost me everything. And so, say for instance, tomorrow I got to do a card show. Well, I should have called and paid for it 2 weeks ago. I waited till yesterday. I don't know why. I waited 2 days before, so I called the guy. He knows me. He's like, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm calling a reserve a spot for the card show tomorrow." He goes, "Ooh, I don't know if I have anything available." And in my mind, I'm like, "Fuck! I've been preparing for this card show, putting in all these hours, getting my cards ready." So that's the worst news I could hear. He goes, "Let me see what I could do. Hold on." So I wait a few seconds, and then he comes back. He goes, "You know what? I could squeeze you in." So I paid my $50, and right there, that could have cost me, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds. I usually do good at these card shows. It's how I make my money. But think about it. This whole week, I've been transferring my cards from Facebook shows I do to an actual card show live, which is it's totally different. So I would have just, if he said no, I would have lost so much just hours this week. So yeah, my constant procrastination it's been a killer my whole life, and of course I wanted to change it, but it's one of those things when you get in a groove and my mind works a million miles an hour. So in my mind, I knew I should have called. In my mind, I probably figured I did already, but at the last second when I finally do decide, oh, it almost cost me. So yeah, that's my biggest flaw. Now the last two questions are kind of similar, so I'll say them to the end. One of them just says single question mark, and the second question says, "Me and my sister were wondering, how are you single? You're the total package. By the way, you are a great dad to your kids." Now, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know about being the total package. I would tend to think I'm a great guy, but I honestly don't have time to actually date. And then another thing, when I date, it's the long haul. Like I said, all my relationships, they last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So it's like, when I find someone, it's serious. But in the meantime, I mean, I do have friends. I can call someone, go out on a date. But I do that every once in a while because just, to get away from the kids or something. But to me, I made that decision that my kids come first. I'm a workaholic for one. That's another reason why it's hard to be in a relationship when you're like, gotta let the other person know, okay, I'm going home now. Oh, what time are you gonna be over? You want to have dinner? Blah blah blah. Come over, let's watch a movie. I really don't have time for that. When I say I'm a workaholic, you just don't understand. If there's 24 hours a day, and I sleep 4 or 5, that was 19 hours. I'm being productive and I'm working. I'm doing something for my job. Because I do eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. I have my own website. I have multiple eBay accounts. I do Facebook sales. I have multiple groups. So like I said, I'm just constantly busy. Plus, my regular storage, I gotta keep stocking stuff. So yeah, I just don't have time. But I'm sure if the right person comes along, like everything else, I have crushes. There's certain people I like that it's just a circle of life. I like someone, they like someone else, that person likes someone else, and it just was never meant to be. But like I said, if the right person comes along, hey, anything could change. Anything could change. Oh man, this is a long, long show today. So I'm gonna keep it short. I was gonna rap last week, I never did. So I'm gonna get to it now. This is a verse from one of our old low budget songs called The Trequel. You might recognize a couple of lines from it because I did recycle it into my Burn One Battle song. Here it is. I'm the unfadable burn one. You'll never be my equal. Crush you on the rain. Now this is the trequel, the sequel. Been in the making for months. You see, me without lyrics is like jail without blunts, or skunk without thoughts. How in the fuck that gonna happen? Don't make me cock back my hand and commence with the slap, and you trapped in state of illusion, searching for answers. How you gonna step to someone spitting deadlier shit than cancer? Me get defeated? That shit won't happen soon. We could battle with lyrics or draw guns at high noon, a monsoon. There's no way you could win the way I fuck up competition. You lucky I ain't a twin, chances are slim. Of even thinking about trying to defeat me could burn one in Swahili means you don't wanna fuck with me lyrically. I've been ripping this shit since before I represented the city. For without me on this track, this song would be shitty. And with that, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll hit you guys up on Monday. Talk to you guys later.
Burn one. Yo. Slow budget. Once again.